Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm super excited because we're gonna be doing something fun. Now you guys know that the PS5 controller comes in three colors: white, white, and white. Fine, there's a bit of black, but you guys know what I mean. So we currently don't have any OEM solutions to this, so we're not really left with a lot of options. So wouldn't it be cool if you could have a controller to whatever color you like? And that's where eXtremeRate comes in. So eXtremeRate offers trim kits, buttons, and all types of accessories for different types of consoles, like the Xbox, Switch, PS4, and currently the PS5. So eXtremeRate has been around for many, many years, and they were kind enough to send me a couple of their trim kits and buttons for me to try out. So let me go on ahead and show you guys what I got. Now, if you're like a lot of people who want to personalize their controllers but don't want to run the risk of destroying it, then the trim kit is perfect for you because it's so easy to just, pop out the trimmings and put on a new one, and then voila, it's like, you've put your own spin to it already. And I'm going to test out or show you guys what I mean by testing it out on a brand new PS5 controller. So let's go on ahead. Here we go. Okay, let's just put this aside. And now, it still has that smell. I love it. All right, so this is a brand new PS5 controller. The trim is right here at the bottom. It's the matte black part. It's the one that basically encompasses the left analog stick and the right analog stick and the PS button. So we're gonna be replacing this one. So the one that the PS5 has is a matte black finish. But one of the designs that eXtremeRate actually sent me over is this cool high-class looking carbon fiber print. So it's right over here. It even feels better too. So let me just show them to you side by side. Now it's gonna, just changing the trim alone can drastically change what your controller looks like and feels like even. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I mean. So when you order one of the trim kits from eXtremeRate, these are what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the trim, you're gonna get the accent ring over here. Now your controller already has an accent ring built in or attached to it, the OEM accent ring. So if you guys are wondering if you have to use this, no, you don't have to use it because your controller already has them. You could just use the ones that your controller already has, and you could just simply replace the trim. And of course, you have this handy tool that helps you remove the OEM trim on your PS5 controller. So now we're gonna go on ahead and see how easy it is to remove the trim. So we're gonna go on ahead and start at the bottom of the controller and just scoop those out, loosen it up, and then we'll work our way around, but I wanna make it even before I even work on that. Oh, there we go. So there, loosen that up, other side as well. There. So now that you guys have seen that I've basically opened this, the bottom part of it up, we're just gonna go on ahead and completely, there we go. Let that pop off, take that out, and there you guys have it. This is what the underneath of your trim looks like. Pretty cool, huh? And then we're gonna go on ahead and get the trim from eXtremeRate. Now we're gonna want to insert the edges here from the bottom, and then slide it up like that. So once it's there, slide it up, push it in, and then it should just click on right smoothly. Oh, this looks so cool! Look at that. And there you have it. You replaced your trim already. So there you guys have it. It took less than 2 minutes. It's not invasive at all. And as you guys can see, there's already, probably a subtle difference because it is just carbon fiber. However, I think it's really cool. It looks high class and it feels great. So there you guys have it. A side-by-side comparison of the PS5 and the carbon fiber trim. Now they do have other designs, which I'm going to show it to you guys later on. But for now, I want to go on ahead and challenge myself and replace the buttons on my other PS5 controller. So before I get started with the installation, let me show you guys what the kit comes with. It comes with the buttons, so we're gonna be using pink for this video. So it comes with the direction pad, the triggers, and even the shape buttons, even the start and pause buttons right there. You guys are gonna see it later on. And then we have the tools. So these will be your best friends. So we have the blue tool, and then we have the screwdriver, and then they also gave us some extra screws in case we lose them, but we're gonna do our very best to stick with the ones that the controller already comes with. So now let's get started. So in case you guys ever wonder what the inside of your controller looks like, this is what it looks like. This is the battery, and that's the whole interior. Okay, now. Alright, so we're at the point right now where we're gonna replace or switch out the buttons. So we're gonna be replacing the D-pad and then the pause and start button. And yeah, let's just dive right into it. Alright, so I've already replaced the face buttons. Next up, what I'm going to be doing is replacing the L2 and R2 triggers. Now, this step is pretty time consuming, and the gears for the adaptive triggers are quite sensitive. So if you don't want to mess with that, you can just put back the controller together again. But for me, I'm going to go on ahead and do that because I want to. Hands like the right one over here. There we go. Over here. There we go. This is it. Moment of truth. Well, no, not yet the moment of truth. The crowning moment. Dun 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 dun. Oh wow, this looks really good. Whoa. There you guys have it. Oh, I love it. Here's my new pink controller. Okay, wow. You know what? I'm going to test this out, but here it is. It's pink, it's cute, it's so me. And that was so, I mean, it really was a lot easier than I anticipated it to be, and I love the feel of it. Alright, so as you guys can see, this controller of mine is looking fresh and cute and clean, but of course, I know that some of you guys might not like pink for your controller, so eXtremeRate does, or did send me other designs, which I'm going to go ahead and try out right now. Alright guys, so I installed the rest on my other controller so that you guys can see and have other options. So over here we have red in honor of Kratos, of course. And then we have here the carbon fiber, which we tried on earlier in the video. As you guys can see, I didn't replace the buttons anymore and it still looks pretty cool. And then over here we have chameleon purple. I didn't replace the L2 and R2 triggers over here, and as you guys can see, it still looks pretty badass. So there. So now let's test this puppy out to see if it works. And then I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts. All right, you guys. So right off the bat, the buttons still, you know, everything feels exactly the same. Like, I don't know, the directional button feels just right. I mean, it's like nothing's really changed. But what I'm most worried about is the adaptive triggers. So the best way to test this out is through the Astro's Playroom. See? Yes, yeah, I feel it, I feel it. Alright, now adaptive triggers. Oh. Wow. Okay, it's pretty responsive. That's good. That's good. Oh, nice. See, I'm not pushing it all the way down, but it can still detect it. But nice. All right, now let's do it ever so slightly. Alright, let's just do it the one for the right one. Slightly, slightly. Whoa! That's so cool! How about the other one? Cool. Alright. It works. Good job. Okay, let's test the other buttons. Now, just to be safe, we're gonna go ahead and test the other controllers. Alright guys, so I want to show you an issue with the red one. So as you guys can see, remember how I told you about the gears when it comes to the adaptive trigger with how sensitive they are? So over here, like with the right trigger, as you guys can see, I'm pressing ever so slightly, and you can tell that I am pressing it gently. But on the left trigger, see, I'm pressing it gently, but I still can't. Yeah, it's not picking it up. So it makes you, but then a while ago with the pink controller, it worked for both of them. So it makes me think that it's probably an installation issue, or there's probably just, yeah, it's probably my fault. I probably didn't install this properly. But other than that, if you're not very particular when it comes to this, then it's totally fine. It does what it's supposed to do. So I wanted to give myself some time to use my controller with the eXtremeRate buttons before I give you guys my final thoughts, to make sure that no problems will arise. And it's been 2 weeks and everything works perfectly and just as good as the OEM. So here are my final thoughts. The trim kit is a no-brainer for anyone who wants to add a little color or personalization to your controller. And I mean this for anyone, even if you have no experience at all with tinkering with anything. It's super easy to do. I also highly recommend the button kit as well, especially if you have some experience with installing things or fixing things yourself. Even if you've never done anything like this before, it's pretty straightforward and easy to do. But you need to be really good with following instructions and taking your time to do things right. If you also want your L2 and R2 triggers to match, I say go for it. But I think for most people, swapping out just the face buttons is good enough. Alright, so I've showed you guys some of my favorite colors, but if these don't tickle your fancy, they do have at least 16 other options for their button kits and 30 other options for the trim shell kits, so I'm sure you guys will find something that you like. I do have my affiliate link in the description box down below if you guys want to get one for yourself. And if you guys have any questions, don't be shy, just comment them as well, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. As always, I hope you guys like this video, and I hope it helped you guys make an informed decision, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.